Alrighty, good afternoon everyone. Thank you all so much for being so patient and waiting, and welcome to my session, Do More with To Do. My name is Simon Chan, and today I obviously will talk to you a lot about Microsoft To Do. Also, we'll talk to you a lot about our latest updates, and at the very end, so please do hang around, I've got some special sneak peeks at our latest Outlook integrations. But I want to get started. I just want to who has used To Do, or who uses it right now? Quick hands up. All right, so you might already know this next bit, but for everyone else, this is what Microsoft To Do is all about. When you think about a task manager, what is Microsoft Task Manager? Well, the way we kind of talk about it is that it's a simple and beautiful personal task management app that really helps you get more stuff done. You might be wondering, okay, task management apps, they're maybe like a dime a dozen. So how does To Do really help you get stuff done? Well, it all starts with a feature that we call My Day, and My Day is at the heart of Microsoft To Do. And what My Day does, what makes it so special, is that it helps you and teaches you how to focus on your most important tasks and achieve them every single day. So let's show you how it works. When you first open up Microsoft To Do right here, it starts out blank. There's no big red icons or numbers or notifications showing you how many overdue tasks you have. You're not bombarded by all the upcoming tasks you have. It's nice and calm. And the reason why we do it this way is it allows you to capture your most important ideas, this beautiful calm moment. So let's say I get into the office in the morning, I go to the kitchen, I run into Jeff. Jeff talks to me about that other PowerPoint that I had presented last week and he wants to see it. So I can quickly take my phone out, capture that task. There's no cognitive overload of everything else I got to do. Basically what Microsoft To Do does, it makes it really easy for you to capture your thoughts and ideas. Now though, you're probably asking, hey, actually I do have tasks that I planned last week for this week, and oh yeah, I did want to do some tasks yesterday that I didn't quite get to, but I still want to follow up on them. Well, with Microsoft To Do, you don't need to worry about that. And that's all thanks to a feature we call suggestions. So you can access suggestions by clicking the light bulb here. And what it does, it gives you an overview of exactly what I just said. It gives you an overview of everything that you didn't get to just yesterday, plus all your upcoming to-dos. But what really makes this special, because this isn't, this idea isn't new, but what really makes To Do special and My Day special is that it trains you. It helps you, proactively helps you to be intentional about the tasks you actually commit to for today. And when we talk to our customers over time when they're using To Do, they tell us that they actually complete more tasks because they commit to less tasks. I know it sounds a little bit ironic, but simply by instead of having this big list of, let's say, 10 to 15 or 20 things you actually got to do this week, with My Day, it proactively helps you to curate and be intentional. So you only have a list of maybe 3, 5, maybe 7 tasks, something that's actually achievable, and you get to do this every single day in To Do. Now though, you might be thinking, hey, there's this Simon guy up on here, he's telling me about My Day. He says it's great, this daily To Do thing is really great as well, but what type of impact does My Day really have? Well, in the past year, since we've launched from preview through to general availability, through to right now, we see that on average, customers complete 75% of all their tasks. That's an incredibly high completion ratio. Of all tasks ever created in My Day, 75% are completed. It just goes to show you the power that My Day has at really helping you get some more stuff done. Now, if you're already using My Day, that's great. And if you love it, or if you love the idea of it, hey, it's really good for this daily productivity. But again, we're a task management app, and there's a couple of other things that you need to do in a task manager. So in the past 10 months since we've become generally available, we've been talking to you, a lot of our customers, taking in all your feedback, writing our own very long list. And right now, I'm going to dive into some of the stuff that's available today inside of To Do. So new, of course, is Intune. It's finally here for Microsoft To Do. And it's available right now this week. This means that you can use mobile application management and conditional access for To Do on Android and iOS. Now, if you want to actually deploy this right now, if you go to the company portal, To Do doesn't show up. But if you do go to aka.ms/todo Intune, all one word, you can simply you'll get the URLs there. We've got some really simple steps, and you can add that to the company portal and then have To-Do enrolled in Intune, and then you can deploy that to your organizations. And we're really excited to have this here and be able to announce this feature to you today, because we know a lot of you have been waiting for this, and we're really excited to help you do even more. Now, number one on our most requested feature list was list sharing, a really simple way to collaborate with folks. So how does list sharing work in To-Do? Well, can you actually use it for? With list sharing inside of To-Do, we kind of have two big scenarios that a lot of our customers keep telling us they love it for. One is maybe a small group of people, 3 to 5, sharing a list really quickly. The other one is, of course, on a one-to-one level, let's say between a manager and a direct report. And what you're seeing now is how you actually share a list. It's super simple. You tap the sharing icon. You can choose the app you want to share a link with. In this case, it's Teams. You follow the prompts, and you're done. It's that quick and easy and simple. Now, once your list is shared, you also have options of stopping, obviously, new people from joining. So if you want to keep that private, once all the members are there, you can stop that. And of course, you can stop sharing all up. But with list sharing To-Do, we've just made it really simple and easy. We've modernized the way you can actually share a list, and it's just so simple. Whoops. So number 2 on our list was this other feature that we like to call steps. So steps help you do 2 things. You can use steps to add more structured detail to a task. So let's say we also have a notes field down here, but a lot of folks are asking, hey, I want to have something in more of a list view. That's what steps is great for. The other part that steps really helps you can use them like a traditional subtask. You can break down more larger, complex tasks into something that's much simpler and easier to tackle. So To-Do steps are really about helping you make sense of the complex. Now, while we know a lot of people love using My Day and To-Do, and you see again with that incredible 75% completion rate that helps you get more stuff done every single day, a lot of folks were asking for a more permanent way to mark something as important or to prioritize it, and especially across their lists. And I'm really excited to announce that we've brought in a feature called Importance, which does just that. To use Importance, all you got to do is tap the star on the right-hand side of the task. Obviously, you want to choose your most pressing task, and you can do it across lists, which makes it super easy. It's a really great feature when you don't have the time to think about, let's say, adding a due date or adding a reminder, but you just need to mark it out. And what I love about Importance, what people tell us they love about Importance, is that it just stands out visually. It's just nice and easy and simple. And again, if you want to see all of your important tasks across all of your lists, we have the Importance Smart List, which does exactly that. Just makes it nice and easy to see everything. Now, this next feature that I'm going to talk to you all about isn't necessarily one of your most requested, but it has been one of the most loved. And that is, of course, dark mode. So dark mode is now available on Android and Windows. And to use it, all you got to do is head to the app settings, find the little prompt, flick the switch, and voila, everything's beautifully dark. And we put a lot of love and effort into our dark mode. We've made it look beautiful across all of your lists, across all the different themes we have in To-Do, all the different colors, and it's just a really great feature. Now, we saw it on Android. Here it is on Windows. And something else we've gone ahead and done is we've added inking support, so you can capture your tasks naturally, cross them out as well. And we've also recently just launched Live Tiles 2 on Windows. So we've done a whole bunch of additional features for To-Do in the last 6 months or to a year. Now, with the addition of Intune, sharing, steps, Importance, dark mode even, on top of My Day, you might now be wondering, hey, where can I actually use To-Do, this new app from Microsoft? Well, we have apps, obviously, for Windows 10. We have apps on the web. As you can see, I've featured the iPhone prominently. We have an iPhone app and an iPad app as well. And we have apps for Android phone and Android tablet. So no matter where you are, you'll be able to be productive across all your devices with To-Do. So there's one kind of area of task management that I haven't quite touched on yet. We've talked about To-Do and My Day and all the other features, and there's this siloed app or solo app of just managing your personal tasks. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, because you can easily take your tasks that you've got to do everywhere else and just write them in. But you know, we here at Microsoft see a different vision for tasks across Microsoft 365. And a kind of way to explain is we don't see tasks happening in isolation. They happen in the conversations you have, in the emails that you have with your colleagues, in Teams, in the documents that you work on. And we envisage a much more connected ecosystem across Microsoft 365. So to kind of explain this in a little bit more of a tangible way, let's kind of look at some apps. So an obvious place to start is Microsoft To Do. It's your personal task manager. When you think about personal tasks, you might then think, oh, but I work in a team. And of course, then you've got apps like Planner and Project, where you do your teamwork and organize that. Next up, then you're thinking, hey, where do I have conversations with my team? That's in Microsoft Teams and Outlook as well. And here where we see tasks kind of happening, it could be, let's say, someone asking or requesting that you do something, or you doing that to someone else. You might need a particular document or for someone to go follow up on something. Then, of course, there's the places where you do all of the work. Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, and you're all collaborating together. And then, hey, I might need to go put in a slide into someone else's presentation. So I might need someone else to review a Word doc, and there's comments happening in there as well. So we see tasks being created there as well. And finally, there's all the devices that you use to get your work done, whether it's on Android with like Microsoft Launcher, or Cortana on Windows, or even Edge. This idea of easily being able to capture new tasks or review them also comes up a lot, and we see that happen quite a bit. Now, while a lot of the integrations experienced today are not connected, I do want to talk to you about the ones that we are connecting, and that, again, getting to Outlook and Planner, and that's exactly what I'm going to talk about right now. So first up, our first step on this journey to kind of connecting tasks across Microsoft 365 has been with our Outlook task integration, and it works really simply. If you create a task inside of Microsoft To Do, it syncs automatically in Outlook tasks. If you move tasks around, create lists, they sync one-to-one, really simple. And this integration is really great for the millions of folks out there that have an established workflow between their email and their Outlook tasks, especially if they want to see their tasks on the go, because you can use Microsoft To Do's apps for iOS and Android to simply pull them out and see them at any time. Next up, I want to talk to you about our previously announced integration with Planner. Now, if you're not sure what this is, it's a My Task integration. So it basically allows you to see any of the tasks assigned to you in Planner within To Do. The reason why we're doing this is we want to give you and make To Do kind of the central hub of all the tasks that are relevant to you, the individual. So by seeing your individual tasks from Planner, you can then mix them, let's say, with your Outlook tasks or the other ones you've created yourself. And again, you can put them into My Day and have that great daily planning experience. And I'm really excited to let you all know that this integration will be coming between the holidays and before spring. So that's when it's coming out. Around about the holidays time, maybe into the New Year's when we're expecting to see the Planner and To Do integration. Now I get to talk about the really exciting stuff. So we've got some brand new integrations which we're announcing at Ignite. And the first one is, of course, flagged emails. But before I talk about it, I want to talk about your inboxes. Now, I love my email, and I love Teams, and I love communicating on both. But when I think about my email, and I think about my inbox, I kind of see it as this almost fast-flowing river of new information that keeps coming through. And when you have a task in there, when someone's asking you to do something and you can't follow up straight away, you can't reply straight away, you need to follow up later, you need sometimes a better way to see and to track that. Because once new emails keep coming in, when it goes out of sight, I usually like to say it goes out of mind, and I tend to forget things. And I know a lot of people do this as well. And so with our flagged emails integration, it's very simple but powerful. It works by simply, when you flag an email, it'll simply show up inside of Microsoft To Do and be created as a task. And this makes it really easy for everyone, not just the folks who have a set up workflow between email and Outlook tasks, but everyone to keep track of all the emails that are really more tasks than correspondence. And of course, what's the benefit of this? Well, you go into To Do, and then you have the power of My Day there, so you can plan it and keep track of it really well, and you get the context of the email inside of To Do as well. So you don't need to jump back into email. You can go into a work mode and be focused and not be distracted by the other bits of communication that are coming in. Best of all, though, we understand that a whole bunch of people use flagged emails in different ways. So this is an entirely opt-in experience. You'll go to To Do, there'll be a little nice onboarding screen. You'll say, do you want to have all of your flagged emails in here? Yes, I do. And by the way, I should correct myself, not all of your flagged emails, because we realize, hey, you could be having an Outlook account, or sorry, a Microsoft account for years, and you don't necessarily want to see all of your flagged emails since 5 or 10 years ago. So when you do opt in, it'll only be the last 2 weeks of flagged emails, and then anything moving forward from that. So it's a really nice, simple way to track all of your upcoming tasks. Now, this integration will be coming out later this year, and will be available, of course, on all Outlook clients. So you'll be able to easily create tasks, whether you have some folks using older versions of Outlook or newer versions, it doesn't really matter, even on mobile. This integration works across all of them, so long as you have Office 365 or Microsoft 365. Now, next up, I want to talk about how we'll be releasing a brand new lightweight version of not just creating new tasks, but also viewing and managing them within Outlook. So coming later this year, we'll be launching a new task pane inside of Outlook Webmail. And this will be part of the beta experience or the try new Outlook, so it'll again be opt-in, you can toggle it on. And essentially here you'll be able to drag tasks across, and drag an email across into the task pane, and then you can easily create tasks. You'll be able to see all of your lists and get all the context that you need. It makes it super simple to also create tasks if you don't want to use flagging. The other part that we'll be releasing is a new tasks pane in Calendar. And you'll be able to then take those tasks and drag them onto your calendar and then block time. Now, I would love to give you all a big demo for this, but it is a theater session, so we'll have a proper full live demo at my session on Thursday. That's breakout 1042. If you can't make it, check the live stream or check the recordings afterwards. But I do encourage you to come along and see and check that out, because we'll have a full, nice long demo showing you all of this stuff. So, I hope you've kind of enjoyed learning about all of To-Do's latest features, what you can do with it, our upcoming integrations from Intune through to sharing, through to dark mode. And you now might be wondering, hey, I want to start using To-Do in my organization. Well, To-Do is available for Business Essentials, Business Premium, Enterprise Frontline 1, as well as Enterprise E1 through to E5, and Education E1 through to E4, A1, A3, and A4. Now again, do come along to the breakout session to get the full demo of the Outlook Task integration. If you're interested in Planner, they've got 2 great sessions this week as well, and they've got a whole bunch of more exciting things to announce there, so be sure to check those out. And finally, if you're really interested in trying out To-Do's beta apps or insider apps, head to aka.ms/todoinsiders. Thank you so much for listening today. I've got stickers at the front. There's some cookies left at the back if you want them. I'll be around to answer questions also at the booth. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day.